quick breakdown video on Zeri, the new champion. I've seen a few gameplay videos already out there, which I am going to make one. But obviously got to be able to get this champion in a game. But I wanted to do a quick abilities breakdown video just to give a really in-depth rundown of what her abilities are and, what they do, kind of what her playstyle is going to be like. So League has shipped this champion as a non-normal ADC, a non-attacking ADC, I guess is the best way to put it. Her auto attack is not normal. So we'll go over, I'm just going to read you all the abilities real quick, and then I'll do some demonstrations and kind of talk shop with build ideas. So Zeri's passive is Zeri shields herself for 60% of the damage she deals to shields and gains 10% movement speed for 3 seconds whenever she receives a shield. So when she's damaging someone who has been shielded, she gets a shield. Her Q, I'm sorry, is her auto attack. It is an ability that's a short to mid range, it's like 600 range skill shot. It fires a burst and it deals damage to the first target hit, unless otherwise augmented by her ultimate, but we'll get to that. So her attacks are treated as abilities and can be charged up by moving and casting this ability. Uncharged attacks deal 21 magic damage, increased to 83 versus enemies below 35% health, and consumes some charge. A fully charged attack deals 116 plus 7% max health magic damage and slows by 30 seconds for 1.5 seconds and consumes all charges. So that's her actual right click auto attack. So if I right click, it deals 185 magic damage and zaps, but now you'll notice it deals 20 damage on my right click. So this is her going pew pew with her little finger guns. It does a whole bunch of nothing until her charge comes back. So, and there's like an audible voice line when she gets all charged up. You'll hear it in a second. So then her actual active of the ability is treated as an attack. She fires a burst of 7 rounds that deal 107 physical damage to the first enemy hit. So that looks like this. That's where she goes pew pew. All right, her W, kind of like, it's got 2 hitboxes, so you'll notice that it has a small, skinny skill shot hitbox in the center, and then a large, wide one as well. So her small, skinny hitbox is if you just shoot the ability, it's kind of like Jin W. It just shoots out, deals damage to the first enemy hit, 119 magic damage, slows first enemy hit 50% for 1 second. If it hits terrain, though, this is when it gets to be the larger hitbox. So you see I fired it through the nexus here, and it hit all 3 of those guys over there. Her E, she dashes a short distance, vaults over any terrain she touches, greatly extending the dash range. Her next 3 shots of burst fire, which is her Q, will pierce, dealing 80% damage to enemies after the first. Hitting a champion or an air... Hitting a champion with an attack or an ability reduces the ability's cooldown by 1.5 seconds. So you can short dash like this, and then her Q is going to pierce instead of just hitting the first target. For 3 auto attacks, you'll notice the 4th one only hit the first guy. Or if you dash, you can dash through terrain. And then it does the same thing. It causes her abilities to pierce for the next 3. And then you see the cooldown ticking down when I'm hitting enemies with champions with an attack or an ability. Then we come to her ultimate. It's called Lightning Crash. It is a huge AoE. So basically you just activate it to deal AoE damage around you. It increases with AD and AP the initial damage, the activation damage. You gain 3 stacks of overcharge for each champion hit. Each stack of overcharge grants you 2% movement speed. Hitting an enemy champion with an attack or an ability while the ability is active adds a stack of overcharge and refreshes the overcharge cooldown, the duration, by 2 seconds. While Zeri is overcharged, she also gains 30% attack speed, 10% magic damage on hit, 10 magic damage on hit, and burst fire becomes a faster triple shot that chains the bonus magic damage and 20 physical damage to nearby enemies. So basically, you get in the middle of some enemies. Let's get... Yeah, I've got all 4 target dummies, I think, in the center here. Hit them like that. And then notice this stack counter right here. increased damage. It's gonna keep stacking as long as I'm attacking enemies. You notice how her Q has changed. It kind of does a little bit of splash damage. The stacking is still going on down there, and I'm getting movement speed per stack. So look at my movement speed. I'm at 616, 623, 666, 643. So basically, you just inject her with a whole bunch of movement, attack speed, all the good stuff. And you can chain this infinitely. I was messing around with it a little bit earlier just to see how high I could get her movement speed up. And I had her movement speed close to 1,000. So you just have like a really chunky tank that's trying to chase you. They're never going to be able to touch you. You're going to have 1,000 movement speed. Because you have to stay in champion combat. Look, I'm at 900 movement speed. Almost. Yep, there's 900. I saw 943 down there for a second. And then you notice every time I cast my Q, which is completely free, there is no, like, there's no mana cost associated with her Q, because it's her auto attack. Every time I cast my Q, it just stacks again. See, look, I'm over 1,000 movement speed. Now, granted, you're never going to get this fast in a real game, because how is champion combat actually going to last this long? But yeah, so that's her ultimate. And then after you stop attacking people...
Wow, intense.
she just goes back to being slow. So that's her basic abilities. Talking a little bit about build stuff right now. I was looking through... It looks like... Okay, so obviously lane partner, it looks like she's going to be really good with his shielding support because of Living Battery. Whenever she gets shields, she gets movement speeds. 10% movement speed for 3 seconds whenever she receives a shield. So that's obviously going to be really good with enchanters, you know, Lulu, Janna, that kind of thing. She would work really well into enchanter lanes as well, because she gets to suck off some of the shield, 60% of it when she damages it. So that's going to be really nice as well into enchanters. And then for build ideas, I mean, I've been seeing that most people are running her Kraken Slayer right now. You know what? Let's test this real quick. Let's give her some gold. Let's say Kraken Slayer. So yeah, Kraken Slayer is recommended.
No way I let them down.
Well, she has a cap on her attack speed, doesn't she? Where is it at? Okay, so she does have a cap on her attack speed. Active damage can crit, apply on hit effects. So her Q can crit, apply on hits once per target, and hit anything that an attack can. The cooldown can and cast time scale down with attack speed. Max 1.5 attacks per second. 50% of excess attack speed is converted into attack damage. So if you build her past... But the ratio isn't very good. So if you build her past 1.5 attacks per second, she starts gaining AD instead for the attack speed. Kind of like Jhin or like Pyke with health. So she has an alternate a stat conversion built into her kit. Pierce damage can critically strike but doesn't apply on hits. Okay. The attack speed out of her ultimate also increases her max attack speed. The physical damage portion of the chain lightning can critically strike. Uncharged attacks do not stack or refresh overcharge. And it W's cast time skills down with attack speed as well. Okay. So let's see how it works with the Q proccing. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, so the Q, you can see Kraken Slayer hitting right there every third hit. Yeah, okay, so Kraken Slayer works. I think Kraken Slayer might actually be your best item. Let's see, can she benefit from Essence Reaver? Let's wait, hold on. I'm just going to throw Essence Reaper on. We'll see if her Q procs it. Okay, hold on. Is it proccing it? Alright, hold on. So total DPS, just Essence Reaver. So total 246. Total 246. Total 246. Is that proccing the Sheen though?
Ah, fresh air. A rare
It is. Okay, and it's counting the damage. Okay. Bonus. And restores 36 mana.
This won't be perfect, but life never is.
Oh yeah, Essence Reaver is going to be a really good item on her as well. So, alright guys, we're going to end the video here. This is kind of just a nice short little addition. Go check Zeri out if you can actually get her in a game. She's kind of fun. I haven't gotten a chance to play her live yet.
Get us to work.
Okay, hold on. Let's look at her animations real quick.
Get us to work. You want to mess with us? Deal with me first. You want to mess with us?
Okay, that's her
Deal
taunt.
with me first.
Here's her dance. Okay, she just kind of vibes. I'm into it.
If I can just,
Okay, so she only has one joke. She has one
You want to mess with us?
taunt.
Deal with me first.
Okay, cool. So anyways, guys, go check out Zeri. Hopefully she looks like fun. It's definitely going to be one of those champions that, you know, you can do some creative stuff with her E. Because, oops, you can make her E go really long distances. So like you can do the Bard trick out of spawn here with just the right angle. So you can do some cool stuff with her. For sure. So go check out Zeri in one of your games. Hopefully, you know, you can actually get her. And remember to subscribe to join the Mando Army, because I'm going to be putting up a gameplay video here of her pretty soon. And check it out. And hopefully you guys have a good day. Peace. How do I end the recording?